everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm so excited for this one because the sound came out last night. I'm a little behind, I know. It's already been like almost 24 hours that this has been out. If not more than that. It's fine, everything's fine. But today we're gonna react to the rest of the songs that I haven't listened to. I think there's 5, because I'm not gonna be listening to Case 143, Chill, Scars, or Thunderous. And there's only 10 songs on the album. So yeah, 5, because we've already done the sound, which I'll link in the description below if you want to watch that one. I'm also gonna have it as a little card here for you to listen to. But yeah, I'm gonna do kind of similar to what I did for Skiz Replay and just kind of listen to it track by track. Talk about, I guess, like any musical elements that like stand out to me, any lyrical things that stand out to me. I still don't entirely know what to do for these types of videos, but I'm gonna try my best. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. And yeah, I guess like a little disclaimer, I've been out of touch with being a musician for a few years now. When I was in high school and college, I used to play in bands and things like that and write music. And I kind of fell out of that like towards the end of college. Just because I got busy with, studying and post-graduation plans and all of that, and then life happened. So I'm not like as in touch with it as I used to be, so take my music knowledge with a grain of salt. But anyways, let's get into it. Hi, it's Editor Me going back in time to correct everything I said before we get into this video. I say multiple times that Don't Let Me Love You was written by Changbin. It was written by HYUNJIN. Replace that. Every time I say Changbin, just pretend I'm saying HYUNJIN. Smile. I got Novel right, and then Lost Me, obviously, is the one that was written by Changbin that I was thinking of. But honestly, everything I still said about it sounding like a Changbin song also applies to HYUNJIN because I think they have very similar styles, in my opinion, when it comes to writing music. HYUNJIN just tends to be a lot more on the trap side, whereas Changbin seems to be a lot more heavy-hitting. So yeah, that's where I'll leave that. Thanks! Editor Sand's going away now. Bye! Alrighty. Okay, so I don't know too much about these songs. And by too much, I mean I know nothing. Outside of Novel was written by Sungmin. And then he had translators help him translate into Japanese. And then Changbin did Don't Let Me Love You. And I heard that's a sad song. So I'm mentally preparing myself. But we're going to start with Battleground, which is the second track, I believe, on the album. Yeah, second track. Sorry if the screen went black there for a second. So yeah, let's get into that. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be pausing a lot just because I don't have a music video to react to, and I kind of want to break it down as we go. This is really cool so far. I love the synth. I love the like, almost, it sounds like guitar. Yeah. It sounds like almost like it's like a metal song, which is really, really sick. And you can already tell by the lyrics that this is probably about their come up as musicians, and having to prove themselves, kind of like the proving grounds, essentially, the battleground, because they're already talking about how this is their playground. And Changbin, going off, obviously, that all they have is their passion to start off with, which, if you know anything about Stray Kids coming up, was they were not hand-fed anything. They had a very tough time starting out. So very cool to start off with so far. Oh. Wait, I'm sorry. If you don't know me, I'm an IN bias. I love that. Hello? I need more of this from IN in general. I just need more of this like rougher side to his voice. He has like such a like a nice like airy texture normally. It's really fun to hear him kind of like I would say this is outside of his comfort zone vocally, based on like the kinds of covers he does and like the parts he normally has in songs. Um, this is so cool to hear from him. It's so cool to hear from all of them. This essentially sounds like it's just talking about like their experience as musicians and like breaking into the industry, cementing their place in the industry, and even now, like how they're dealing with their music. I was listening to 21 Pilots last night. Yeah, 21 Pilots. I was listening to Pachita, which is one of my favorite songs by them, and it has a lot of similar themes to this of like, you know, like being anxious about is what I'm doing good enough, blah blah blah. Um, but like knowing that either way, you know, you're still gonna have to push forward, push through it because if it's good enough for you, it means that it means something to you. So you gotta face your fears and just kind of push through it, which is really rad, which is really awesome. So it's really cool to hear that from all of them and hear, you know, IN with a little growl. I'm just gonna stop. We're just gonna listen to it again. Felix's voice is perfect for this type of music. Oh, wait, that's cool. It kind of sounds like it's like skipping a little bit there. I also really like it's like very like metally sounding like verses. I'm interested to see what the bridge sounds like. But the choruses are going back to like a more pop feel, like a more traditional like K-pop or pop sound, or even Western pop. Very cool. Oh yeah, here we go. Back to the metal. And the synth is following the guitar, which is really cool too. It gives it a lot more texture. A little palm meeting action. Very rad. Alright, Lino. I would say this kind of vocal style, I'm sorry, I keep pausing, is definitely going to be like most like out of the normal for like Lino and Ian. And like even a little bit of Sungmin, but Sungmin I would say has more of a little bit of a rock background just from like his love of Day 6 and the J-rock influence. So I think this is a little bit more out of the comfort zone for Ian and Lino. So it's fun to hear them experiment and play with their voices this way. I love it a lot. And I love hearing Ian get more like vocal parts like this. It's so fun to listen to. That part is really cool too, although it keeps making me think something's wrong with my computer, so that's fun. The bass, dude. Felix's voice also sounds so good. Dude, that bass is so cool. That's a really, really cool bass sound. If you guys don't know my background musically, I play several instruments, but my main instrument that I spent, oh my gosh, how many years? like almost a decade taking lessons in and practicing was bass guitar. So anything that has like a good bass part, I'm a sucker for. Absolutely love it. 10 out of 10. Chef's kiss. Love it. So it's really cool to hear that like really like driving bass line down there. It's pretty simple. It's not like it's like a complex bass line, but it really has that like driving force that is kind of like pushing the song forward, even though it's like the only instrument. Like it's just the bass and the drums, and then obviously the vocals, and it sounds so good. 'Cause it's a little bit dirty. It's not like a super clean bass sound. It's very rad though. I really like it. You could just hear it just kind of like driving the song along. This is so cool. I like this song a lot. That was so cool. I love that song a lot. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with everybody. I was a little nervous the first time I heard the sound, like the title track. It's grown on me since I first listened to it. And I really like it now. But I was kind of nervous about like how it was going to compare to like other title tracks from other comebacks, especially from like Circus and things like that. And like as a title track, it definitely holds up. It's definitely amazing. The music video is fantastic. I really love the song. But I can tell that these B-sides I think are gonna really be like the backbone of the album, which I think is honestly kind of typical for Stray Kids. They have a lot of like very, very strong B-sides that help back up their title tracks. So I'm so far so good. Battleground sounds amazing. I'm so excited to listen to more. All right, next up we have Lost Me. I don't know what to expect from this. This person normally kind of like does pictures that kind of match the vibe of the song, so I'm thinking this is going to be a softer song. I don't know what to expect for any of these. I'm also expecting Novel to be like a softer, more J-rock inspired song since it was written by Sungmin, and I have no idea what to expect for Don't Let Me Love You. I know the tone of the song is like depressing. And I know it's written by Changbin, so I'm kind of thinking probably some like angsty like hip hop song is what to expect from that, but I have heard nothing about Lost Me. So I'm interested to see what happens here. So Felix is singing? Oh my gosh. He sounds beautiful. And Hyunjin? Oh my gosh. Oh. And Changbin singing? Okay. This is gorgeous. And I love the orchestral composition in the background. That was beautiful. I mean, it's your typical pop rock ballad. There's not a lot to comment on, like, musically. It's a typical pop rock ballad. It's really good though. It sounds really good. Stray Kids, I think, is like always good at doing these ballads. Like Waiting for Us, and like those types of tracks. Absolutely love it. They kill it every single time. The lyrics are incredible, which is what I was focusing on mostly during that. I'll have to give this another listen, probably off of recording. It's really taken the musicality, but the lyrics are definitely very deep. It's definitely a song about self-identity, discovering yourself, and wanting love. I think it's a really cool commentary on like wanting to find that like companionship in an industry like being an idol. I don't remember the exact line. It was like something like, even if just 1 in a million, shows up for me, that'll be enough. And it's hard when you're at a level like an idol and you can't form the same types of meaningful relationships that, like, for example, I could as just your average Joe Schmo on the street, always trying to wonder if someone's trying to get something out of you or how meaningful the relationship actually is, like how genuine it is. My heart always like goes out to idols and people that are famous when it comes to stuff like this, because it's like, at the end of the day, they are Stray Kids specifically. They're like early 20-year-old men that just happen to have a really cool job. And it definitely just changes how everybody looks at them. Which always makes me sad in a way, but also, they're outliving their best lives, and they'll make it work. But, I think it's a really cool song and really cool commentary on what that kind of life and what that kind of companionship looks like, being at the level of fame that Stray Kids and idols are at. So, really cool song. I really like it. I'm not normally one for ballads. That's just not my jam. But I really like this, and I can tell that I'm going to be listening to the song a lot when I'm in my feels, especially. It's good. Yeah, so next song. Okay, this is a song I think I've been most excited to listen to on this album because everybody's been hyping it up on Twitter, which kind of makes me nervous, but I'm coming in with like low-ish expectations, as in it's going to be a good song because it's a Stray Kids song. I don't think I don't want to like hype myself up that it's going to be like the best song I've ever heard. Check back with me after this. Check back with me at the end of this portion. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. Don't Let Me Love You, DLMLU, written by HYUNJIN. I've heard it's depressing. I'm thinking angsty emo hip hop. That's my guess for the vibe of this song. Let's say my predictions are right by the end of it. Yeah, let's go. Oh, kind of a similar start to Battleground. Also, wait, that kind of reminds me of like the beginning of like Three Racha. Yeah, with like the shink, like the knife sound. Ooh. Ooh, again, okay. I like this a lot. Oh my goodness.
損し短くなるかけやっとのこと見えてくるこの視野踏まれてる花さえどうでもいいさ全てがそう変わってゆく唯一愛せない理由がある知ってるのさこの結末理想ってのは錯覚現実は残酷だよ理想なんてないな傷がまだ香りが未だ枯れた花は峠がまだいつの間にか傷をつけてるままどこを映す関係感情がまだ Don't let me love you Don't let me love you 壊す前にどこまで
Interesting.
Don't let me love you Don't let me love you 痛みが広がる前に逃げて Don't let me love you
Okay. This is a really cool song.
Don't let me
Woo. Oh my lord, the whispering. Okay. We'll take a breather here real quick. There's a lot to unpack about this song. My favorite phrase, there's a lot to unpack. First of all, I was kind of right. Emo, angsty hip hop, it's basically trap music. I mean, this is a trap song. You know what I'm trying to say. I dig it. It has very like I'm getting like Post Maloney. Like this reminds me of like SoundCloud, like Three Rocha. Like that's what I'm getting from this, which is really, really cool. I'm digging it a lot. Twitter was right. Depressing lyrics. Definitely about like a toxic relationship. Cool that it's from the perspective of the person being toxic unknowingly is what it sounds like and kind of reflecting on the relationship. Basically saying like I love you, letting you go. Please hate me. Please don't let me love you. Please go away, run far away from me. Because I've hurt you so much. And I'm worried I'll do it again, essentially, is what they're saying here. Like, I don't deserve your love. I don't deserve the relationship now that I've had time to reflect on what we've talked about or like what's been going on, you know? So interesting. Also, the fact that Changbin wrote this. What K-drama were you watching? Wink, wink. I'm interested to know what happened that inspired the song. But I really love it. It's really good so far. I gotta back up. Sorry. Changbin's whisper caught me so off guard.
Don't let me love you Don't let me love you壊す前にどこまで逃げてくれ Don't let me love you
Changbin doing the high like harmony is so good. The coolest part about the song is like all the harmonies and all the like overlapping parts. And that Don't Let Me Love You over and over again from Chan. So strong. Oh, that's such a good song. Okay, revisiting what I said at the beginning. Love the song. Maybe like my new favorite on the album so far. Might be my new favorite. I'm not gonna lie. It's really good. It's really good. Yeah. Really cool trap sound. I mean, it's just, your typical trap beat in the background. The Don't Let Me Love You, like, over and over, like, the usage of that, and specifically, like, using Chan and his voice for it was really cool. I really, really loved Sungmin's harmonies at the end. They sounded so good, and it's showing off Sungmin's, like, higher register, which we don't normally hear him sing that high. Normally, like, they'll leave it to, like, like, Han and Lino and, like, pretty much those two, and Chan, even. So it's really cool to hear Sungmin, like, reaching up into that part of his voice. It sounds like this album really pushed them musically. which is really, really cool to like listen to and dissect. So I'm having a great time listening to this from a musician standpoint, from a production standpoint, and then obviously from a fan standpoint. This is just a really fun album to listen to. So 10 out of 10. Love this song. Really good. All right, we got my baby Sungmin song. I'm so excited to listen to this. I am so excited. I'm expecting like J-rock kind of vibes from this. I don't know if this will be a happy or sad song. Who knows? But novel. I wonder like what way they're interpreting novel as. Whether that's going to be like novel as in like a storybook, which I'm leaning towards is what I'm thinking, or novel as in like something new. Either way, let's get into it. Oh. Okay, I like the like string synth. Very cool. Okay, Ion starting it off. An intro. See what I did there? An I intro. Oh, Vinny's voice is so good. I wish he sung more. Oh, this is gonna be a cute love song. Felix's voice. Felix, we need to talk about Felix's vocals. They are so good for being someone who doesn't like take vocal lessons at like the level of like Sungmin or IN. Like he has so much potential and he's really been pulling into it. I know it was like kind of a confidence thing from like what I've gotten from like his messages and things like that I've seen on Bubble, but it's like so cool to see his evolution from just rapping a few lines to now like singing like so many lines in a song and sounding so good. And his vocal range is so interesting because he can do those like really low raspy notes, but then he has this like very beautiful like upper register. It's so refreshing to listen to. I love it a lot. Oh, that's really cool. Wait. Okay, sorry. Changbin's part is really cool here with the notes he's singing. I know Sungmin had said that this originally he had like written just for himself as like a solo song, so it's super cool to hear OT8 on it. And he said they killed it, and they are killing it. And I know we have like a little bit left of the song, but like the notes Changbin is singing, like they're not what you'd expect, so it's kind of like off kilter, which is really cool. For this part of the song is like a bridge. Because he's doing like the he's hitting like a flat note there that's like kind of like out of key. It's really cool. Yeah, it's really cool. And I just love hearing Han and Changbin singing more. They're amazing rappers, but they're even better singers in my opinion. I love hearing it. Oh! That sounds like someone like scribbling on paper. Kind of like how like Changbin incorporated like doodling on a paper into a song. It sounds like writing like a novel. That's really cool. It's a really cool transition sound. It's really cool. It was really cool. That was really cool. Definitely like kind of like J-rock, more ballady vibes. I love the like way they're going like direction wise with like the tone on this album. Battleground definitely was kind of like the heavy hitter song, I would say, and the sound obviously like the two of those songs so far have been like the heaviest hitters. But having these like kind of like slower, vibier songs, more ballady songs. This is more of like a upbeat pop ballad-ish. Not really a ballad, but upbeat pop. It's really cool. They're definitely all very like there is a theme obviously with the music. And you can tell how these are all connected. So it's really cool to listen to it and listen to how the album's coming together. Definitely recommend listening to the album like as intended by Stray Kids, as in like first song all the way to the bottom. I always recommend that with any album that comes out. That's also just who I am, because one of the things I think a lot of people don't realize is like how much time and energy goes into just figuring out the order of songs on an album. Same with like a set list, because you want to make sure that you're like taking your listeners on a journey. And I think a lot of people just think like, oh, you just throw a bunch of songs together on a list, play them, throw a bunch of songs together on a track list, put it on the album. But it's a science, and a lot of people spend a lot of time arguing over what song should come first. And I think that definitely listening to this album in order helps a lot. So definitely recommend do that when you're listening on your own time if you haven't already, because it is a little bit of a journey, musically, lyrically, thematically, all of the above. But this is a really cool song. I really enjoyed it. So we only have one left now, which is kind of crazy. So let's go check it out. Okay, so I know that this song has been out for a while. Technically, I just haven't listened to it yet. I just didn't get the time to listen to it when it came out. And then I figured by the time I was going to listen to it, it was like a week out from the entire album being released. So I was like, I'll just throw it in this video, do it all together. So we're going to listen to There, which I think I heard like a little bit of it, like a TikTok or like a Instagram reel or something on Twitter. I think it's a slower song. But I don't know, because I only heard like 5 seconds before I turned it off, because I was like, oh shit, I don't want to listen to this yet. So we're listening to it the first time together, and I cannot wait. So let's get into it. Oh. That progression at first, this is, I mean, it's just a normal progression, but this progression at first gave me like big Radiohead vibes at first. Creep vibes. I don't think that's the direction the song's headed in, but it kind of reminded me a little bit of like the chord progression for Creep. Oh, an English intro.
Feels like a never-ending waterfall. Oh, I'm still a fool. I look up at the stars all day and night, 'cause I know you're waiting, I'll be right there. 一人で見上げる星の夜空、星を見つけては自慢し合ってた。あの頃とはもう違って
I like the arpeggios in the background, the arpeggiated piano.
冷たく寂しい風が吹いて海は色を失ったくでも青く光ら思い出はどんな波にも流されない I'm thinking about you girl 君がいないこの場所で君 君といたこの場所で Baby I still think of you all the time I'm feeling now oh girl 思い出すべてのこと眠れそうにないよ
I actually find it, sorry, I know I'm stopping it like right before Han's part. I find it interesting that they're saying girl, because typically Stray Kids is like very gender neutral in their songs, so that's interesting to me to listen to. Um, but yeah, definitely like a trappy, ballady song so far. I'm definitely feeling the love tones, overtones from most of this album. Um, and I say love like general love, not necessarily just romantic love. This song is definitely, I think, more geared towards the romantic side of love, but obviously there are multiple different types of love. You have like familial love, platonic love, you know, like love with your friends, things like that. And I think this album kind of touches on a little bit of all of that while also talking about like their journey as artists, and their personal lives and giving us kind of like insight into their feelings about things. So this album's been really cool thematically to kind of listen to. Almost like a continuation of like the vibes from Accident and Skiz Replay, from the first half of Skiz Replay, which is really cool. Anyways, Han, I'm sorry for interrupting you.
I know that it'll never stop. Oh, I'm still right there. 優しい月の光君も見えているかな世界一長い架け橋になるなら会えのにな Every minute, every hour 変わらずにいる僕はまだどんな星も君ほど照らせなから I'm thinking about the night sky in your eyes 離せない空間 you and I 今だけ I want the time to stop for us
I like the harmony Chan had with himself there. Chan just has such a nice, like, pop voice. He has such a nice tone to his voice, a nice color and texture. And he just has such a good range. I just love listening to Chan sing.
Baby, I still think of you all the time. I feel it now, oh girl. 思い出すべてのこと眠れそうにないよ I know that it'll never stop. Oh, I'm still right there. Oh, I think of you. I only fall for you. Feels like a never-ending waterfall. Oh, I'm still a fool. I look
Aw, we get to hear more Felix singing.
all day and night, 'cause I know you're waiting. I'm thinking about you, girl. 君がいないこの場所で君といたこの場所で Baby, I still think of you all the time. I'm feeling now, oh girl. 思い出すべてのこと眠れそうにないよ I know that it'll never stop. Oh, I'm still right there.
It's a cute song. Yeah, that's a really cute song. It's a cute ballad. It's a cute way to kind of close out the album. I liked it a lot. Interesting. I'm not used to, I guess, like those kinds of like love ballads from Stray Kids. But I am a newer say, so take that as you will. It was very cute though. I really enjoyed it. It's a nice, like, kind of chill, calming song. It's very cute. That's all I can think to describe the song. It's cute. It's nice listening to all of them sing on the song. I loved hearing like all the English parts. I've been talking about this like offline. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand why we have, you know, like Japanese versions, like a lot of Japanese versions, a lot of like Chinese versions of songs and things like that. I would love an English album from Stray Kids. I would love it. I think that like, pause, rewind. I think that an English album would just tap into the fan base a little bit more. Because I think Stray Kids is like really on that like brink of like worldwide recognition. Like they have fans all over the world, obviously. But I think like just even like a bit like promoting an English single or an English album at this point in time in their career Because obviously we have like Domino and we have Double Knot and Levanter and all of those songs, English versions of those songs. I think it'd be really cool to have an English version of a single now, even an English EP, even if it's only like a couple of songs, like 2 or 3. I think that would just be really fun to listen to. As an English speaking fan, it'd be nice to get some love, I would say. But yeah, it's very, very cool to hear them speaking more in English and singing more in English. It sounds like all of the members are more comfortable and confident in it, even seeing concert videos and stuff now. But yeah, overall, the song was really amazing. So yeah. I guess to like kind of sum up overall my thoughts on the album, I think that it's a very strong album overall. I think it really holds up with the rest of their discography. I really enjoyed it. I think my favorite song probably would have to be either Battleground or Don't Let Me Love You. I think those two are probably my favorites on the album so far. But all the ballad songs are really great too. The sound is also a very strong title track. Overall, I'm really excited for like their promotions for this. I know it's kind of tough right now because they're on their Maniac tour, which by the way, I get to see them next month. I'm so excited. But yeah, I think overall the album is very strong. It holds its own. I am definitely going to be listening to it and blasting it a lot. It was super fun to listen to. I'm sure it was super fun musically for them to create. I know they were talking last comeback with Maxinen about how excited they were for this one, so I had a lot of fun. But yeah, that's all I got for today. So thank y'all for listening, for hanging out, for watching this video. If you liked it, subscribe, drop a like, a comment, share it with your friends, your dog, your parents, anybody. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!